Today, a celebration of science, technology, engineering, and math at the State House.
And KBOI2's Roland Stedham is live to show us how Idaho is celebrating STEM Matters Day.
Brent Natalie, to hundreds of elementary school kids today, STEM really mattered here at the Capitol building. As they were dropping them off at the bus loads, and the kids were getting out and getting hands-on with science, technology, engineering, and math. So it was really a great turnout. In fact, according to the STEM Action Center people, it was the best year that they have had so far. Seems like Idaho kids are really grabbing on to that concept of science. And here with more on what happened today, here's Abigail Taylor. You were out here throughout much of the day, Abby, so
Yes.
Tell us, what were the kids thinking and what kind of things were they getting their hands on today?
The kids were all smiles today, playing with drones, 3D printers, robots, lots and lots of robots. They all had a blast. And I'll tell you, we've all heard by now that Idaho is the fastest growing state in the country. Well, turns out that we also have the third fastest growing job sector. And the Idaho STEM Action Center tells me that 90%, so almost all of those jobs are directly related to STEM. So if that doesn't tell you that STEM really does matter, I don't know what will.
You're the ones who are going to write your ticket to do whatever you want the rest of your life. If you continue on your track of being involved in STEM, you're going to have the luxury for the rest of your life of being a job chooser.
Hundreds of kids filled the State House for STEM Matters Day. This is the third year the Idaho STEM Action Center has hosted the event. And every year, the need for STEM jobs right here in Idaho continues to grow. The Idaho State Department of Labor says around 7,000 STEM-related jobs went unfilled last year. That's nearly double the year before. The Idaho STEM Action Center hopes the annual STEM Matters event will encourage kids to seek a job in a STEM field, from computer science to engineering. This event shows kids STEM can not only lead to a career, but it's a lot of fun.
For us, hosting STEM Matters at the Capitol is just an opportunity for legislators to come and see what our students are doing, to see the smiles on their face, to talk to them about what's happening in their classroom, to interact with industry, to better understand what are the skills that our students are going to need so that we can, at the STEM Action Center, can provide the professional development and the tools to educators to ensure those students move through the STEM pathways and continue into a STEM career, hopefully here in Idaho.
KBOI2 News was also out here all day at the STEM Matters event, showing off our brand new adventure weather tracker and our STEM action drone. So Nate, tell me a little bit about how does this play a factor into STEM?
Yeah, certainly. Let me just grab the mic from you. So STEM, of course, we know that their main goal is to get kids excited about, which we saw today on all the kids' faces, about learning, about science, and of course, more importantly, with our partnership that we have with STEM, excited about atmospheric sciences. And with our partnership, we have gained some of these new resources or tools to help teach kids about weather and about the drone, about atmospheric sciences, and how those all play a role in our lives. And so we'll be able to take these resources to schools where students can learn specifically about the atmosphere and about the weather instrumentation that is mounted on the Adventure Weather Tracker.
As a teacher, I would be able to teach my students about altitude, and they could convert that from feet to meters, or teach them about Fahrenheit and how we convert that to Celsius. So there's certainly many teaching opportunities that go into weather itself.
Now, with the equipment I mentioned, on top of our weather tracker, our Adventure Weather Tracker, we have weather instrumentation, the latest. In fact, the WeatherHawk weather station allows us to measure basic like temperature and pressure, but also measure precipitation with its own radar, and even solar radiation, which is something that's fascinating. So great tools and resources at our disposal thanks to our partnership with STEM, to where we can go around and get more kids excited about not only the science, technology, engineering, and math, but also atmospheric sciences, what Roland and I are passionate about.
Absolutely.
Abigail, of course, excited about STEM as well. But this is just something we love to talk about, and now we have some gadgets to kind of show and educate students as well.
And you know, the kids love the jacked up nature of the Weather Adventure Tracker, and they also love the drone. They were out here just constantly spinning the props. So it's okay to do it while it's sitting idle like this.
Touch it, right?
Yeah, they can touch it. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
But you know, these props, they spin at such a high RPM. It's a very powerful drone, and it does amazing things. But this is the way science is going in the future. It's through these autonomous vehicles of this kind of nature that you can launch and you can fly, and you get that point of view perspective from the drone's lens, and you're able to see the telemetry of the drone on a screen. So it's all about science, and the kids just love that stuff.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Okay. So Brett and Natalie coming up here in just a few minutes. As you can tell, it's been a little bit on the cloudy side, and we have got a lot of snow showers in the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. We'll tell you all about it.
Looking forward to it. All right.
Well, if you couldn't make it out to the State House today, don't worry. You can check out a photo gallery of today's events on our website. Just head to idahonews.com.